Hi, everybody! Today for Sunday Funday, we're going to see how I draw a discotheque. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description, and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first, and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description, and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, explanation time, right? Everybody always looks forward to the I'm just kidding. I'm just going to talk because no one ever watches this part anyway. It's all me, just saying all kinds of silly things. But, yeah, so discotheque. The idea is, yes, a technician. A wizard at their field, right? But, a long time ago, there used to be dance clubs, and they would call them discotheques. Because for disco dancing, and they'd be called a discotheque. Why? I have no idea. I really don't know, because the more I was thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just tell everybody that it's because of discotheque, right? But why is that called a tech? I don't get it. But that's it. I just thought of those words. It's like, ooh, what if we do like some kind of technician? He's some kind of skilled wizard with, wires and electronics and that kind of thing, but he has a disco ball head. That's it. That's the only reason. It's just a fun reason just to draw someone with a disco ball head. And I thought about, I'm still trying to decide, I thought about drawing speakers on his chest, like where his breasts might be, or her breasts, whatever it is, it's just a person in a costume, we don't know. But then I thought, what if I do like a reel-to-reel, like an old technology, because it is a, the disco ball is old, so I thought like a sound person, right? So maybe they're a sound tech, and that's why they are a discotheque, So they know their sound systems. Oh, and I thought of like a belt, just like how let's say but let's say someone comes in to service your air conditioner and stuff like that. They're techs, they're technicians, right? They're AC techs. So I thought about someone like that who's got packs and stuff and carries his things and he's got that's what I'm going to draw over here. He's got like a electric drill, screwdriver set, that kind of thing. And that's what is over here in this hand. And also, when I draw that disco ball, I'm not worried about whether it's straight or not, whether it's perfect circle. I just think it would be fun to do. That's really it. And I need to get, I talked about this before. You know what? I just need to go invest in, I say this like I've got all kinds of time to do this. I need to invest in a prop gun, like a DL-44, something Star Wars or something fun I would like to make and use. So just so I could show you handle holding, That's it. That's the only reason I'm trying to get something. We'll do a little screwdriver bit on the end right there. But again, like I said, I say this like I have tons and tons of time. I don't have tons and tons of time. It's hard for me to find time to do all this stuff, but I still do it. I work 2 jobs. This is not my full-time job. I wish it was, and I would love to be that YouTuber / patron person that can support themselves and do that kind of thing, but I can't. Not right now. Not till I grow. I'm still a new channel. But who knows? One day. But the point is, I'm saying it like, yeah, I'm just gonna go, make a blaster or get a DL44 or something like that. And I don't have time to make one of those, and I don't have money to buy an awesome looking prop. We're gonna give him the old knee pads because he's a tech, and so sometimes he's got to get on his knees, and so he needs the old good knee protector pads. But yeah, I just need to invest in something just to be able to show you guys trigger holding, finger holding, that kind of thing, because I can draw it, but it's nice when I can explain it, right? When I can show you, okay, this is why. It's much nicer, isn't it? I'm just trying to justify why I should get a DL44. That's a Han Solo gun, in case anybody is wondering. So that's where the joke is going, is that I'm just trying to justify getting a Han Solo gun and be able to write it off as a tax write-off, because it's for YouTube. It's for my income, my job. Captain IRS, I'm just telling you, that's why I had to buy a Star Wars blaster for my YouTube job. It's how I make my monies. All right, I think that's good. I think I'm good enough with the disco ball gun too. So I think we can go ahead and get ready for the sketch portion. That was a quick sketch, and get going, because all the details, all the tiny little stuff, that's going to be with the details, with the Sharpie. There's no reason to sketch all those tiny little things out. If this was going to be something I could spend more time on, sure, I would define those things. But I'm trying to make a quick video so you guys don't have to spend the whole afternoon here. Just a quick 30 minutes, if even that, and have some fun. Then you can go out and do some drawings and show off your pictures, play some video games, play with your dogs or cats or whatever you like. Maybe you got a llama or a ferret, Okay, I think I've erased enough that I can see enough, but enough has disappeared as well. So let's welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome, skippers! Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of my sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more Sunday Fun Day, check out that playlist right there. Or just check out the playlist in general, because I do so many that I probably have drawn what you're looking for. So, if you want to know why it's called a discotheque, go back to the the sketch section, because I rant about it. So I'm just going to jump right in, and I said it before, I'll say it now. I'm not worried about if this disco ball doesn't come out perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw it and just build from there, okay? So let's just draw a disco ball. Now I'm going to try to make it as look, it's already off. I'm going to try to make it as round as I can. But the nice thing is, because it's a mirrored ball, I can kind of get away with, well, that's why it's not perfectly smooth on each end. It's pieces of glass all over the place. Let's go ahead and do that first. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it super simple and just draw like squares kind of thing, but I kind of almost want to draw the squares, that way it doesn't look like I just drew lines, like straight lines all the way across and down and down and down. If I do each square individually, I think that's going to make it a little bit better than drawing each one. But I need to start, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this, just to give me a base, right? And I think I'll do the same thing going across, and then that will help me like follow the curve, so to speak, right? And so now let's try it. Now let's go up like this, right? And so that way it's going to take a little while, but I'm going to draw squares like that. And I think this will look better than drawing a bunch of lines like that, because this kind of breaks it up into individual pieces. You know what I mean? But I do need to make sure that I have those curves going the way I want, so that's why I kind of do need to follow a few lines. So let's just get after it. So I'm trying to match what I did next to it, and see how they're not even straight. They're kind of like all over the place. That's okay, I'm fine with that. I just need to make sure that my curve follows the roundness of the ball, because this is not even the most important part, you know? And so I want it to curve like this eventually. So I'm going to start to, this one I'm going to start to straighten it out. So I'm going to go, I want to end up like right around there, okay? So I'm kind of aiming for that. And if you notice too, I am trying to go like a line across, like where that point is, that's where I'm aiming for. But again, it doesn't really matter that much. This is not the most important part of the sketch, you know? It's okay if it's not good. Like color is really gonna make a big difference. Oops, I missed that one. It's really gonna make a big difference. And here I gotta start to curve out to follow this curve, okay? The color is gonna make a big difference in the look of this disco ball. And so as I'm drawing here, what I'm trying to do is now I'm starting to curve out. So now this has got to get smaller up here, like that, because now I'm starting to go out. I'm going to skip that one just so you can see. Right? So see how it's getting bigger? It's going out that way. So my whole thing is kind of going like this. I'm kind of planning the curve as we go. Oops. But I'm not planning at the top. See, that's just kind of going, that needs to curve too. These also need to curve. So I just need to take that into account when I'm going back that way, right? Let's do like this. This will kind of help me define which way I'm going, right? Ooh, let's do it like that. Let's break it up. Since we know there's 3 lines there, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. So same thing, 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna give me that curve. So now I've got a place I need to go to, okay? Okay, and so this is just giving me like the whole feel for the disco ball. And that probably should have curved a little bit more like this, because look, as you look at this line, it's starting to go down like that. So it should have probably gone up. So what happened happened. I'm not that worried about it. I'm just going to do like this just to kind of guide it, put it back into place. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what happens if we do it like that, right? And then let's try the square thing like I was talking about. I guess that's okay. I guess that works. That's not as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. Plus, it helps me to... I guess we could have done that. We could have done that. But hey, you live and you learn, right? That way, it's still got that feel. Let's try it on this side. Let's go ahead and do the line all the way. Let's see what happens. And I'm gonna go ahead and I am making it a little shaky too, so it kind of matches what I did over there, because this didn't quite work out as much as I perfectly wanted to, but that's okay, because you know, I'm not that concerned with how it looks individually right now. The overall big picture is where I'm going for. Okay, so let's see what happens here now. Again, this should have curved like that, so I'm just going to kind of follow what I did here and see how it does look a little more natural. I guess that works. You know, I was trying not to make just lines across, but you know, this will be a good experiment as to if it worked or not. You know, what to do different. And now that I think about it too, I guess I should have left some kind of open, so it's not just a perfect line across. Like, we'll do this. Let's go across, up, you know what I mean? Just kind of do something like that. Because there are going to be some that are reflective, right? That are reflecting light all the way across. And keeping it from being seen, the edge being seen. Right? So there, see, that works. I can live with that. Again, it looks like some kind of weave basket, but again, the color is what's really going to make it the disco ball feel. So yeah, I'm good. I am good with that. All right, so, oh yeah, I never explained why he's got a disco ball head on, but the disco tech should explain that. But anyway, let's get going. I'm going to draw his shoulders. We're going to do some kind of strapped thing like this, and you'll see why in a second. I thought of doing like wires, and that's what I'm doing here, like wires coming down all over him. And this is kind of like a little shoulder harness that connects them. Going underneath this wire, and that's why I wanted to draw it first. Now, I decided to give him a reel-to-reel on his chest, so I need to draw that first. And again, I'm not worried about if the circle comes out perfect. I'm gonna try. Okay. There we go, that'll work. Clean this up just a little bit. Again, I'm not worried if it comes out perfect, but I'm gonna try to make it look like a reel-to-reel tape cassette thing, or what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I forgot. I completely drew a blank on the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I guess it is tape, right? Something like that. So that's the idea I'm going for here. Same thing here. Breaking it up into 4 little shapes. Okay, and there's tape inside there, so I'm going to worry about that after. I'll probably do that with color. And I want to do if it's a reel-to-reel, it's going to have like this little connector here and some cables and lines and all kinds of it's hard to describe, but the tape goes through here, winds through this, and comes back up. A player, I guess? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. These are buttons that say like play, stop, rewind, that kind of thing. I'm going to do tape through there, but I think I'm going to do it with color. I don't want to do it with a line. Okay, so his chest coming down here, holding his housing of that stuff, like that. And nothing too crazy, you know, we're just going to give him a suit, and he's wearing like a what do you call it, a jumpsuit, you know, to hold on his stuff on him. And that suit, because it's cloth, I like to add wrinkles and folds to show that it's actual cloth, you know. It's got wear and tear, or it can be I want to say manipulated, but that's not the word I'm looking for. It can be bent, that kind of thing. Okay, so I guess I can do the arms because now I have a stop point. Let's do this one, holding because I figured him as a technician. He's going to be holding a electric drill. right? For an electric screwdriver kind of thing. All right, and so because it's a one-piece onesie, that's all we're doing for the suit, right? But I'm going to put some wires in here, like I was talking about. Not here on the arms. I'm not worried about that. Maybe a little bit more because it's pulling. Because I figured that's like tight around his cloth, I wanted it pulling in material, making it squinchy. That's right, that's a new word, squinchy. You gotta say it like that too. Squinchy. All right, there's his finger. I'm sorry, his thumb over the finger. There's the back of the handle. So there's the back of his hand. The finger's on the trigger. And we're just gonna do like this. Because it's a electric drill, it doesn't have a trigger guard. It's just, you know, the old electric drill. All right. I'm spending too much time on that gun, right? I mean, it's supposed to just be an electric drill. Nothing too crazy. And that's his socket, or his Phillips head screwdriver. There we go. Nothing crazy. Okay, awesome. All right, so this hand is he's kind of out like that, a little excited, a little fun. But again, it's just cloth, and then again, I've got elbow pads on him. It's gonna have elbow pads and knee pads. It's kind of squinching the material in like that. You know, so it's squinchy. All kinds of squinchy. And same thing there, just cloth to his cuff. All right. Okay, so this hand is going to be kind of like this. So the thumb's going to be foreshortened just a little bit, and then the other fingers are going to be out. So I'm going to draw the back of the hand like this, up to the first finger, coming in like that. The thumb is kind of going out like this, wrap back around, and it'll make more sense with the overall big picture, okay? Oof, maybe. Ooh, that looks kind of odd. Hey, maybe we're not perfect today. That's okay, it's about having fun. And maybe it's not a perfect hand. Not worried about it. We're gonna clean it up here in a second, okay? So, I'm gonna say the hand kind of comes in and does one of these, wraps around. And again, it's a foreshortened thumb, so it's gonna look a little odd when you draw it like that, okay? So, it's all right. Could have been better, but again, it does the job in a pinch when we're trying to get this done quickly, so you can get outside and go back to drawing or go back to having fun. All right. So because he's a disco tech, I like the idea of cables and wires and him having stuff that he can wear on his belt here, like a technician that has all kinds of stuff in here. So I'm gonna do, like, let's say these wires come through and they kind of come out and do like this, okay, into his pack somehow. We'll figure that out in a second. I'm going to draw some pouches that he carries his stuff with on his belt. Like this. You ever have someone come into your house to work on your air conditioner or to inspect your house? You know, and maybe you don't have a house, but your parents, you know what I mean? Like whoever you know that has an inspector come in. That's kind of what I'm going for here, like a technical pouch that's got all kinds of stuff in it. And that's why he carries all his adornments and cables and wires and tech supplies, right? Okay, so then now I can close all this stuff out like this. Connect the cable like that. Get this one into there. And again, draw some creases and folds from where his material's being bent or pushed by the belt. Okay, and so now I'm going to do his pants, and we're just going to crease his pants up a little bit like this, come down for the crotch, and draw some cables like I was talking about too, before I forget. I don't know why they're going to his knees, but you never know, right? We're not discotheques. We don't get it. We don't know what he's doing. All right. So I wanted to do this first before I drew too much, because I want to show that they are on top of everything, right? So he's got another pouch over here. Something like that. Okay. From his crotch, we can draw his leg. The material, and again, he's got what do you call it? Knee pads, like his elbow pads here, that I'm going to draw real fast. This one's facing right at you. That real quick. Ooh, while we're here, let's draw some more small lines. Because whenever I have people stretched out like this, stretching their pants, I like to add crease lines to show that the material, like that, where the material is being pushed and bunged and shot. Well, not shot. I don't know why I use that word. You know why? Because I'm not a speaker. I'm no good at speaking. All right. Bring that leg in. Let's go ahead and do this leg too so we can get it all together. It's like this on top, but again, that wire comes to the top, which is not the back of the leg, right? Here's this knee pad. Let me add some detail real quick. Okay, let's connect this back here just to show that the line is in the pants going through, or back behind that wire. And now we're just pretty much just going to draw the bottom of the pants. That. I'll add some detail in a second. Let's just go ahead and do them both so you see where we are. And now just tech boots. He's just got some wear and tear boots that he uses to stay frosty, you know, to stay on the job. Nothing too crazy. I say nothing too crazy and I start adding all these extra lines. I'm making it too crazy is basically what I'm trying to say. And then we'll add like a little side like that. And we'll say he does have laces, so we'll just do this. The old traditional black lines across just to kind of show it as tied, right? So same thing here. I'm just gonna do like a little puffy little, I wanted to say collar, but it's not a collar, thing. Not worried about it, not gonna worry about it. We got too much to do to think about that kind of stuff. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do the laces. I know they're there. And then I'm working backwards. There I did the lines and then the laces. Here, this. I'm working backwards, literally. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So for Sunday Fun Day, that is a disco tech. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.